I'm Amy Palmer and welcome to Powerwomentv. On today's episode, we meet the Gilt Group. Co-founders Alexis Maybank and Alexandra Wilkes-Wilson have single-handedly transformed the way we think about online shopping. We got a chance to visit their warehouse in the Brooklyn Navy Yard and even found out some of their secrets for success.
Alexandra and I went to business school together, we went to college together, we've known each other forever, and always wanted to do something jointly. And we used to go to the sample sales here in New York City. We'd sneak out at odd hours from work, we'd stand in long lines, and we thought there must be a better way to do this, and doing it through the internet and bringing it to a nationwide audience would be perfect. We started the business in June 2007, and in November 2007 we launched.
Well, one of the most important things to our business from the get-go was convincing designer brands to trust us with their most prized possession, which is their inventory. So from the beginning, I went out and convinced designers to sell merchandise to us. Initially, when we started, we were featuring 1 and then 2 designer sales a week, and today we're up to about 25 sales a week.
It also helped that a lot of those brands were personal friends of Alexandra's, so we had these relationships already in place. We launched this too with about 25,000 friends. The combination of having a group of people that we could start this with, plus a great group of brand partners, helped us a lot.
And one thing to add is Alexis and I actually met as undergraduates, so we really trust one another implicitly, and it's really important when you're in a startup to be doing it with someone you trust entirely. I think over the years I've probably heard a lot of advice, but one thing that I think is so important, and I certainly am following today, is do something that you love, because that's what you're going to be most successful at.
For me personally, and it's true with any path to success, is that success will never be a straight line. There'll always be bumps, there'll always be wrong turns you make that you might have to correct, but you have to be willing to continue to move ahead, persevere, and not be thrown off by the bumps that you hit. For budding entrepreneurs out there, what I would encourage people to do is take the risk, take the plunge, try to start something that they're passionate about, and even in an economic time like this, what you find is often the best ideas come to fruition in a time like this. There is capital out there. There's definitely people out there looking to do something new, so I would actively encourage people to pursue ideas that they have and pursue them passionately, because it's as good a time now as ever.
Every time Alexis and I come to the warehouse here in the Navy Yards in Brooklyn, we are so overwhelmed with how fast our business has grown. We have 2 floors now, about 75,000 square foot of space, and today we have over 100,000 units in the warehouse.
It's actually very funny to think back to our early days. When we were launching the business, we only had 8 sales lined up, and now you can see across the nearly 500 brands who work with us on an annual basis, a number that still keeps growing. We have footwear, we have apparel, we have fun accessories like handbags and jewelry, really across all the categories. So this is just a small fraction of what you see.
All of the merchandise that we have here, we source directly from the designers that we feature. One of our personal favorite designers is Alexander McQueen, and I'll give you a little peek. Beautiful stiletto sandals made of silk, very high, so really for the fashion-forward woman. Today we have a really exciting men's swimsuit sale. Within the first 5 minutes, we'd sold over 800 units of product. So these women are currently picking and packing all of the merchandise for the live sales that we have today, including the men's swimsuit sale, but we also have 5 other live sales going on at the same time.
You can come over here and see what is incoming bags and bags and bags, items for an upcoming sale. It comes in wrapped from our partners. We have to bring in the boxes and then our employees go through and make sure it's exactly what we ordered. They'll break this down, they'll put it in an area so that we can scan it and take it and put it in boxes out to our customers. So in here is all of the items that you have available, lined up on racks and ready for next week's sale. This is where I feel the growth of the business, how big it's gotten. When you just see these, what looks like acres and racks and racks of clothing waiting for next week's sale, this gives you a sense and a proportion of what we move through on a weekly basis. It's really pretty phenomenal, the growth.
I mean, it's honestly about the same amount of merchandise that you'd find in one of the biggest department stores in New York City. So it's pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Gilt really started with us going to designers that were personal friends. So initially we started selling a couple designers a week on Gilt Group, and today we have over 400 brands represented in our warehouse today. So all of these brands are brands that we either had relationships with or we cultivated relationships. My team of buyers is incredible. We go to every single trade show that we're able to go to. We're constantly meeting the brands that we think would be appropriate for Gilt, and we don't give up. When we believe in a brand and think our customers would like it, we go full force after that brand and convince them to sell their beautiful merchandise to us. I love working with brands that have lots of different lines for women and men and also have different levels of collections. So when you have a brand that has a runway collection but also has a diffusion line, it really gives our members so many chances to buy.
For me, my favorite brands are the ones that have a really strong design point of view. So a Zac Posen, who does the classic, beautiful feminine silhouette, or a Valentino that stands for the Dolce Vita, and we can bring that design perspective and that sensibility to our customers. It's just fun to put together sales that have such a strong and distinct sense of style. If we go over here, we can take a quick look at a sale that we're having next week on Gilt Group.
So when a sale goes live, we literally have the racks physically move out from this area and we take them to another floor, which is where we do our pick and pack process.
Here's one for classic designs. It's hard to see underneath the plastic. Of course, we want to keep it in perfect mint condition, so everything's well packaged before it reaches our consumers. Everything that we have on Gilt Group is about 50 to 70% off.
This would be about $200 on Gilt, and in a store it would be $600. I think people feel very guilty spending full price for merchandise. So when they shop with us, they can get 3 or 4 times as much product for the same amount of money.
Photography studios are a crucial part of the business. We photograph almost everything that we sell and shoot on the site. So what you'll have is actually teams of people, photographers, stylists, art directors, models, making sure that we have a beautifully put together sale. In a typical sale, we'll have 50 styles. Each style we shoot from the front, the back, we show detailed shots. So 50 items per sale, 3 shots, 6 sales a day gets you up to more items than I can calculate on the fly.
After we take each photo, we have retouchers over here who go through each individual shot to make sure that everything is perfectly photographed, color corrected. We want perfect clarity so that the customer can shop as quickly as possible.